How to use Airtable for inventory, full tutorial. Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the different templates that are available, plus how you can build your own inventory tracking using Airtable. So let's get into it. Now, there are a bunch of different templates available. This is a sample template that I just want to show you guys. This is a inventory tracking template that has been created by Airtable. You can get it on their free version. You have product inventory, the type, the price, you have colors, you also have the style, location, you also have barcodes, you also have inventory, how many you have, ordered units, units that have been supplied, manufacturers, manufacturer prices. Now, this can be a little complex or overwhelming for some people to handle, especially with a basic business that is just starting out. This kind of template can be a little overwhelming. So I actually do recommend this template because I really like it, and you can actually just go on ahead and duplicate this. So I have this product inventory template from Airtable, and I can just click on duplicate table, and I'm not going to duplicate the inventory, inventory records. I just like to duplicate the table. Once I have the table ready, you can see I have this new table. I can fill in my own information. I can delete this one from here, and I'm just going to delete this. And now I can set my own product inventory. I can do the same with the sales order, with the purchase orders, with the manufacturers. Just duplicate this and I will have an empty version of this and I can fill it out myself. If I have any of these columns that are irrelevant, so let's say for my product inventory categorization, I don't need to input the location. I can just click on that column on the top over here, and I can click on delete field. I can click on delete field over here, and then that will be moved. Now, this is pretty simple and it's very basic. You guys can just enter your field information. But now we're going to move on back to our Airtable dashboard. We're going to create a new base and we're going to start creating our own product inventory. So to get started, we have our first table. And on our first table, what I'm going to start with today is actually going to be for product or inventory tracking. I'm going to start with the product section. So first off, I want to name my product. So it's going to be product name. I'm going to click that, edit field. So I have the product name over here. It's going to be a single line text. Then the next text could be, and you can just remove the pre-existing fields just so it's easier. You don't have to edit all those like so. Now, after I have the product name, let's say the second item will be the category, and this is also going to be, so this is a single line text. You can also offer, multi-select. So this can be multiple select or single select, whatever you might want to do. So I have single select, obviously, and I'm just going to add options. So let's say I only have two categories of products, which might be clothing. So the first category could be clothing, the second category could be jewels, like so. Now, whenever someone enters a product name, they can choose two of the following. So they can find, all the options and they can select either or. So there's no, complications. The next field I like to add whenever I'm managing product inventory is after the category, you can have your name, color, all product information that you need to display. For different businesses, this is going to be different. For clothing, let's say I have something along the lines of price, or you can do this for the price that you're selling at, price, and you can enter that. I don't really need this field because I'm going to be making a separate table for that. But after that, for my product information, I'm going to add another single line text, and this could be product code. Now, you can actually create your own codes via, adding two formulas. So you can actually go on ahead when you're creating a field type, you can click on formula over here. And in your formula, you can just add, so you're just going to add product name plus 01. So like so you can create, codes or product. So now you guys can see I have the product name plus the product category, you can display that. That is totally up to you how you want to, sort them, but so on and so forth. You're going to add all the product information. Once I have, built my product section, I can just click on over here and create a new table. Now, the second table is actually more important. The first one is just for, managing your products, but the second one is to manage your received and sold. So wherever I'm going to get my products from, I need to monitor how I'm receiving and selling them. So I like to make a received table. Now in this table, the first thing I like to do is have edit this and change the product name. Now this is going to import data. You want to select the field type. You're not going to manually enter all that. You're actually just going to select this option and you'll find the field type, and in your field type you're going to select, and we are just going to link it. So as this is a primary field, I cannot enter information directly from another board, although that would be a lot helpful because I did do it previously. I think it was in a second section, but we will have to make do with this over here because I can't directly link it to my other field. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to minimize this, and I can actually, edit this and make it different. I can hide this as well. But now I'm going to take the second field and I'm just going to have a select or gather data from. So due to the fact that I was not able to edit this, I was not able to import data in the first field, I'm just labeling it as XYZ and we're going to hide it. We can also click on hide field and hide that specific field as well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just remove these extra ones from here, and I'm going to add my own one, and I'm going to name this as product name. Then I'm going to link this to another record, and I'm going to link it to table 1, and I'm going to click on create field, and I want to import the product name and category. Let's say I want to do that. If you want to do that, you can choose that. I just want to add the singular field of the product name to be added from that specific item. So whenever I pull this up, I can, import things from a pre-existing record. So I'm going to just hide this field as well. Now, after that, I like to go on ahead, create my second column in my received section, which usually is the quantity of the item. So the quantity is going to be a numbered data. You can just add single line text. It's pretty simple. You can also add count and just click on create field and people can enter quantities. Now, the next thing I like to add is adding the price per unit. Now, after I've added the price per unit, I'm just going to add the number or quantity. I'm just going to change the quantity one, edit the field, change it from count to not count. I want to make it numbered. Numbers. And then after that, I'm going to make a second field, which is price per unit. And we are going to the price per unit is obviously going to be variable. We're just going to add a number, create the field. Then we have our next information, which is going to be the total order price. Now from here, we're just going to select numbers, or you can just select the formula that you want to apply as well. It's totally up to you. But what you want to do if you can't apply formulas, you can just click on link to another table, but that's not going to allow you to add formulas. So I like to just single line text, and I'm just going to select formula from over here. And in my formula section, I want to multiply the price by the quantity. So quantity multiplied by price per unit, and I'm just going to save this from over here. So let's say I put in the price per unit as $12 for each of my selection for my t-shirt, and I have maybe ordered 50 t-shirts. So it's automatically adding the price like so. If I had added more sample data, I could display more data for you guys. Now, after that, you can add a summation box at the bottom. So on the bottom, you can just take and, you already have the summation box at the bottom. So we can monitor the total price from there as well. You can also take a singular cell and you can insert the record above if you want. But after that, I like to add the total order price and the date received. Now, the date received helps me monitor when I'm receiving new products in inventory. So I'm just going to add a specific date one. Once I have added the date received, people can enter the date that they received this inventory. Now, once you have created the received section, all you have to do is click on it and you're going to duplicate this table. You're not going to duplicate the records, but just duplicate the table. And in the last section, instead of adding date received, you're just going to add date sold. And that is all you have to do. So you have your date sold as well. And then after that, you can go into your products table. You can import or link to another record, received, link to received, link to another record, link to your received section, create the field, and import the total price from the received section. And then you can also import the total sold that you have and then apply the formula for minusing and calculating profit. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.